I want to talk about money. What's the thing that we have to do so that we can attract more money to us? First of all, is our mindset. We don't want to have a scarcity mindset, the mindset that will push the money away when the money can comes to you in many unforeseen ways, but because of your mindset, you push it away. You don't want it, and that's the reason from your one of the reason if you're not having enough money now. The mindset that you should adopt is money is abundance, and don't think that money is evil, because a lot of people that I found along the way, they think that money is evil. They saw the businessmen who are successful, they think that that person doing a shady business, selling drugs and not doing good things. But the reality is not. They managed to get a lot of money to be rich because they have added a lot of value in other people's life. And at this big scale, when there are a lot of peoples are willing to pay for the services that this guy provided, the value that this guy provided, that's why he can manage to make a lot of money. So that's why, first of all, change that money is value, and always think of the way for you to add value to community, and doing it at the bigger scale you will make a lot of money. And also, when you don't have a money, it's really makes yourself to be self-destructive behavior will appear. For example, I give a simple example: a person who is poor and doesn't even have money, they're willing to take unnecessary risk, a big risk that can cause them to fall even lower than that. They If you look at the person who if you look at the statistic, the person who are buying a lot of lottery tickets, what you will found is this is all majority of them is from very poor family, very poor person. They even struggling to buy a food, struggling to pay for food, and they end up buying lottery tickets. So why is that? Because the hope that this only ticket can save their lives, and they're not doing other things that is low. And this is really dangerous. And also, if you go 2 3 levels higher, for example, person who makes enough money to survive, they tend to apply for a loan that has a high interest rate to buy a nice car, to stay in overpriced house, and buying the food that they cannot afford, eating outside a lot. So this is also what happens. They compensating because of the lack of money, and then they do this, take this all these loans, and what happens is when you have to pay for it, it will cause a major stress in your life. And when you don't do a calculation before doing this kind of loans, you think of a very short term, it will causing you a huge financial burden and take you a lot of steps behind, because you cannot accumulate wealth. The money that you have to pay for debt, and your spending you have to cut drastically because you have a lot of commitments to pay. And yeah, that's also the reason. There's also one more reason. When you don't have money, you tend to be short-minded person, short goals oriented, where you don't see the big picture, you don't see the future that you can create if you being patient for 10 to 20 years. And for other people, it's too much to wait for that time. Thank you.